Hi folks, welcome to your mwis Friday Planner in association with Ellis Brigham. The outlook stays rather changeable as Atlantic west or southwesterly winds prevail across the British Isles. We'll see some rain or some showers quite frequently, particularly in more western regions. Temperatures a little bit on the cool side, particularly as we go onwards into next week, and often rather windy as well across the mountains. Here's the chart for Saturday. High pressure will lie toward the south. We still have some showers in the forecast, these most common across western Scotland. They'll transfer inland and eastwards as we go through the day. The odd heavier shower may form by the afternoon, but quite well scattered. Nevertheless, rain could be on and off over a good few hours. Scattering of showers for northern England, 1 or 2 for Wales and the Pennines, but quite isolated here, with some broken cloud and some sunshine. Western hills and mountains more often though capped in cloud banks at the best of the breaks, typically away from showers and towards more eastern regions. Strongest of the breeze will be across the Scottish Highlands, lighter winds comparatively for England and Wales. In any sunshine it'll feel quite pleasant, but on the high tops feeling quite cool. To take the sequence on through Saturday afternoon, notice how a few of the showers pass eastwards across the Highlands, not too many of them on this chart for England and Wales. Some more persistent rain threatens to come in from the west as we go into Saturday evening and the early hours of Sunday into Scotland, so some steadier, heavier falls of rain over western mountains in Scotland. This is a weakening frontal zone that then will affect the country on Sunday. Quite a bit of damp air is associated with this, so a lot of low cloud, particularly across more western mountains, could shroud the hills to low elevations, and some steady rain or drizzle is threatening with that feature. It might tend to break up a bit as the day goes on, but I suspect some rain, some drizzle will affect many regions for a good part of Sunday, and the risk of some heavier showers just forming over the Highlands onwards into the afternoon. The odd heavy one might have hail and thunder. That's how the chart looks for Sunday, with that idea of a front draped in across the country. Quite a tangled situation. It's a weakening feature, but the idea of a rather damp atmosphere with a fair amount of low cloud and rain and drizzle around. We've got the strongest of the winds across the Highlands, which could be nudging up to gale force for a time around some exposed mountains, particularly in the west. Well, the wind speeds will tend to ease down with time through the day. Temperatures are fairly warm and humid over England and Wales, but a little bit cooler across the Scottish Highlands. Now, fairly low pressure is on the scene as we go into the start of next week, and it's the recipe for rather showery conditions, and these showers heavy with the risk of some hail and thunder mixed in. They'll form most extensively as we head onwards into the afternoon, breaking out most widely inland and across more eastern parts, especially in the Highlands. Showers in the west may tend to break up and fade, especially near to western coasts. A scattering of heavy showers too across England and Wales. The wind here as a west or southwesterly could be quite gusty at times, but around the centre of the low in the Highlands that wind could drop very light, so if you do catch one of these heavier bursts of rain you could stick with it for quite a while. Cloud then will vary quite a bit, in and out of showers will lower extensively though where rain does persist for any length of time. Temperatures then on the cool side, and on the very highest tops in the Highlands not too much above freezing, so a bit of sleet, some hail mixed in with these showers is quite possible. This rather cool westerly pattern then takes us into the middle of the week. The idea of further showers, some sunny spells, the odd heavy burst might have hail and thunder mixed in, passing eastwards across Scotland and northern England through the afternoon. Rather blustery winds around at times as well. It might be that as a little ridge of high pressure tries to build from the west, that western regions become drier and brighter with time. Looks a strong westerly wind that takes us through into Wednesday. The risk of gales across many of the higher mountains at this stage. A scattering of showers, these most frequent across western regions where something a bit more persistent at times is possible. And temperatures on the Scottish tops really very close to freezing point. Around the Ben Nevis range could be at freezing through Wednesday, so some sleet and snow on the very highest tops here quite possible. And feeling distinctly chilly then, we're exposed to those strong winds. Detail becomes quite tricky later in the week, but the general theme for the week ahead is that these westerly patterns look to prevail. Low pressure toward the north, high pressure toward the south, and some further mixed conditions, especially across Scotland. England and Wales may just improve as higher pressure tries to build, but for the moment at least I'd expect it to stay on the mixed side. Now, the main uncertainty at the moment is just how soon high pressure to the south will start to build. It does look to be having a go late in the week and into the first week of June. Difficulty with the forecasting, often the models at a couple of weeks away can struggle to get the details, and they can be a bit over-eager on occasion to build high pressure in from the south. But those are the indications we've got, and it's been something that's been reasonably consistent in the forecast for the end of the month and the start of June, that we would get into some quieter weather. Until we get there, it's a little bit mixed for another few days at least, but maybe just by next weekend and onwards there's signs of settling down. We shall see how that develops. You can stay up to date with all your local information for the 3 days ahead every day on our website. That is your Friday planner in association with Ellis Brigham. Thanks for watching. Bye for now.